Hello all. In this video, we would like to discuss about the importance of final keyword in Java. Suppose consider a standard program in Java with having a class called demo, and this is a main. This is main. I have declared a variable called I, which is having assigned a value of 10. Just I am printing the I value. This is very basic program uh, where we can guess the output also. The value is 10. It's very fundamental program in Java. Just I have considered a variable called I, and I assigned a 10 to I value, and I printed the I value. Then the value is 10. It's a very basic program. Now, extension to the first program. Suppose I value in the first step we declared as 10. In the next step, the I value is changed to 20. Then again we are trying to print the I value. Then the output value is 20. That means if you assigned a value to a variable, and if we change that value, every time the updated value will be taken into account. So I value is 10. If it is updated to 20, 20 will be printed. Now, here if you see, I have taken a variable called I and assigned it with 10, but this is not a normal integer variable. It is a final. The present task. Today video, our aim is to discuss about final. Right? So this variable is integer variable. That's fine. It's not a normal integer variable. It is a final. Final means what? Which we cannot change. But I tried to change it. I is equal to 20. Then what will happen? The error condition will come. That means you cannot assign a value to a final variable. That means if you finalized any variable I, that you cannot change, right? This is all about the final variable. Now consider way in which situations the final variable will be useful. Like if you consider a float value, that means pi 22 by 7, which value is 3.1416 approximately. That value will never change. That means if you declare those type of values in your programs, we can give it as a final, so that another program or another module of a same program, if trying to change the pi value, it will give an error. So it will be in this type of situations we can use the final variable. The value is 3.1. Now what is meant by final method? Suppose I have considered a class called base. This consists of a function called display. Of course, it is a final function. Previously, it is a final variable. Now I am moving to final function. So another class called derived. So between these two, there is a single inheritance. That's why extends base. Right? Here also I am considering void display and the print statement. So this is a single inheritance and comes under overriding, because function with the same name called display and display, but one function in base class, another function in derived class. This concept is called overriding. But the function which you are considering in base class is a final class. So that's why you cannot override it. So you will get a error message. Error message, I did not print it here, a complete error. Uh, Trying to override a final method is not possible. If you remove here final keyword, then we can override. That is okay. But once you finalized any function, we are making a restriction to that function that it cannot be overridden. Right? Now come to last part, final class. Here again I have taken a class called base, which consists of a function called display, and I have considering a class called derived, which consists of function called display. There is a single inheritance between these two because I have written a statement called class derived extends base. Everything is fine, but this base class is a final class, so which cannot be inherited. The inheritance is not possible if you declare any class as a base, as a final class. If you remove this final, the keyword final, then we can make an inheritance relation between these two and everything will be good as per single inheritance principles. But once if you declare any class as a final class, the inheritance will not be possible. So again, as it is, you will get a error out, error as a output. In a summary, if you consider any variable as a final, if you use a final as a keyword and assign it to before a variable, no one can change that value. If you consider any method and make it as a final method, no one can override that method. If you consider any class, make it as a final class, no one can inherit it. This is the concept of final in Java. Thank you.